Hello, hello, and welcome, good evening, good day. Whatever time of day you watch this, this is Captain Total Waffle coming to you with a new game because Attila Total War has had quite the update recently with Dawnless Days Total War. An unofficial update, the modding community have gone ablazing and recreated Middle-earth in the loving graphics of a newer engine than what I've been used to, so of course I had to give it a go. And we are gonna go with the War of the Ring campaign today. And seeing as how this channel hasn't played with dwarves in a long time, that is indeed what I will want to do to start with. We have the Dwarves of Erebor here, and I think we're gonna put the difficulty on hard. I'm not that. Because it seems to be right there in the middle of things. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It seems to say campaign challenge normal, which is, you know, is nice. I suppose we could also go as something like Mordor, which seems to be on easy mode. But it seems to say that Erebor, that's a middling one, and maybe that's just what I need to ease myself into a game that I am less familiar with than usual. Medieval 2, of course, is, you know, back of my hand territory.
Erebor, the Lonely Mountain. Since the Battle of the Five Armies, it is the heart of our dwarven realms. Our halls run deep, filled with treasures beyond imagining, reclaimed from Smaug at last. Yet the treasure hoard of Thrall stirs greed not only in the hearts of dwarves. Beware of the evil it may bring. From the shadowed peaks of Gundabad, the enemy stirs. Orcs and goblin filth crawl forth.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Middle-earth recreated in this engine. It's really good, actually. I like it so far.
We are a solitary folk, yet we stand not alone. To the south, the men of Dale, brave and resilient, guard the Kildun against the eastern shadow. And those shadows are many. The Easterlings, though divided, grow numerous and restless with lust for conquest.
Alright.
But let them come. Our roots run deep, and the call of gold and long-lost halls raises our strength. The mountain endures, and so shall we.
Alright. You can tell right away that a lot of effort has been put into this mod, and it's a joy to see something like that. Because it's like, it's the passion of lovely people bringing something into the world using tools made available to them by a game series that we all share. I mean, I think that's really fun. So, finally, the dwarves' love of gold is only surpassed by their love for their legacy and people. Capturing regions of Dane's halls and Khazad-dûm will unlock the recruitment of new powerful units for you, as well as give Erebor faction-wide bonuses. But only if you can ever reach, conquer and hold the lost mansion of Durin's folk. Alright. So, basically, if we play our cards right, we're going to be rolling in money, which is nice. One by one, the free peoples of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. Oh dear. Something has been stirring in the east. A shadow of flame and wrath. Driven by the desire to dominate all life, Sauron has returned. As a member of the Free Peoples, they can only stand against this threat and band together to rid Arda of this evil once more. So, the Stronghold mechanic is an overall feature that will accompany you throughout the War of the Ring. To win this campaign, you'll have to conquer and hold settlements from the evil-aligned factions based on a list that is specific to your faction. Each of them will grant you dominance points. While there are other ways to gain dominance, these will ultimately be the measure through which your campaign is won. Have fun and good luck. So, good influence needs to be above 50. to get our dominance increased by all these lovely places, such as the Mordor Heartlands, Ithilien, Moria, Misty Mountains, Angmar, Southern Woodlands. That would be Dol Guldur, I guess. And the Gap of Rohan, the Runic Plains, Helad Waste, and Umbar Coasts, which is basically, you know, all those spots in the world where evil has a home. Here is Dain. I believe it's Dain from the orthography of Tolkien himself, though interestingly I distinctly remember Sir Ian McKellen saying Dane. Anyhow, so this is our realm. Minas Gonir, Lavar Angren, and of course Erebor.
Get ready for war.
Hello, Gloin. Do we have Bifur and Bofer as well? Okay, we have some some goblins over there. Very heavy spear infantry. Gundabad warlords. Excel against cavalry and beasts, but we have neither. Indeed, we have Erebor crossbows. Okay. And then there's the whole warden system. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. General details. Hello, Gloin. A good commander, it seems. Commander's aura plus 25, so I guess that's combat effectiveness that it boosts. Campaign movement range plus 6 for the commander's force. He's not terribly good with governing though, but you know, he'll get there eventually. Right. Then of course we have
My axe grows restless.
Dain, who is very much an all-rounder. Oh, except for governance. No, okay, sorry. The dwarves can't govern. Not even the king.
They can't hide from a dwarf.
Unless they're hiding in, like, the books, the accounting books of Erebor, which apparently are books that you very rarely open, seeing your governance stat. Stalwart, renowned hero, orc slayer, hammerhead, and king under the mountain. Yeah, accountant, not one of them. But he could get himself a merchant, which might help. Commercial buildings. I have a feeling that commercial buildings might be pretty good for our faction. But let's have a look at Erebor and see what we can learn. Can we...
This dwarf is ready.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed. It can be tricky to like settlements when there's someone in them. But anyway, we've got a starting pile of cash of 6,000, and Erebor can upgrade right away if we wanted to. That is tempting, but maybe we need to do something else first. There's a recruitment camp here, and I'd be interested to see what happens if we try to recruit some forces here. So, what can we do? We can get Dwarven Miners, Dwarven Company, Ranged Travellers, so Bowmen, and Axe Throwers. So, a roster fairly similar to the DAC one so far. Treasure Hoard of Thror. So what do we get here? 300 wealth from culture. Okay, so literally, this establishes, I suppose, that hoarding is literally a part of dwarven culture. Wealth from all buildings boosted as well, so that's interesting. What can we build though? So we could build a workshop, we could build supply stations, blacksmiths, not yet, we need focus points for that. We'll take a look at our tech tree as it is. Gem deposit. Wealth from mining, plus from commercial buildings, commerce, okay. Okay, that's a placeholder UI it seems. Interesting. Yeah, so it's worth just keeping all the different terms in mind. So there are different categories of building income, it seems. It's not just one thing, and you've got all these percentage bonuses that will aid one another. So if we look at all these followers, that basically we get to pick our retinue for our characters, as opposed to DAC or Medieval 2, where you just get them randomly, or not randomly, but aided by mechanics that go unremarked upon by the game proper. And so you just receive them and go, oh yeah, okay, I have this retinue now. But here we can sort of pick our retinue. We can get goat herders, we can get merchants, we can get miners. Wealth from so there's wealth from industrial buildings, wealth from commercial buildings, and agricultural stuff. Expeditioner has the ability to reduce upkeep, which is fine. That's probably pretty good actually when I think about it, because 10% less upkeep, that can be pretty good. But I also feel like Crafter of Duran's Order could be really nice, because construction can get pretty pricey quite quickly. I find like the level 2 buildings end up costing like 4,000, 5,000. And that is, I mean, if we can scratch a few percentage points off of that, that would be nice. I think we're gonna build a workshop as the first thing in Erebor. Try to get some early income rolling quickly as possible. We can recruit some troops, of course. Then there's over here where we have a town centre that might be upgraded into a couple of different things. Could be a trader, could be a pub. I guess +2 wealth from all buildings is pretty good, so I'm gonna go with a trader. And the Sabah Angren. Okay, this is sort of the breadbasket, it seems. We've got level 2 goat pens. But let's see what we can get apart from that. There's an iron deposit, which seems interesting. 200 for mining. Iron ingots. Industrial and agricultural buildings generate more wealth.
Get ready for war.
Then we have Galoin, a steadfast general of the realm. Yeah. And he would be let down a lot if we didn't pick some military production lines, I think. So we're going to focus our building spree on economy early doors, but then we're going to tech into military stuff so that once that gets completed and we can start building blacksmiths and things like that, then we will also have the money to be able to support the army. At least that's my thinking. We'll see if the game rewards me or not. Let's before we go do anything drastic like attacking the orcs that are in our field of vision, let's have a look at our diplomacy. So this is our realm. Then we have Gundabad, with whom we are at war already. Then we have Mirkwood. No, that's Southern Mirkwood. This guy, Branduil, who is a bit of a traditionalist, and he's not allied to us, but he could be. Maybe we want to try and trade with them, but they're only so-so on our relations. So. But even so. Yeah, we seem to be exporting and importing stuff there. So that's nice. If we initiate diplomacy, do we already trade with them? Yeah, we do. Oh wait, no, what? No, we don't. Actually, we're already trading before that. Okay. But we have a high likelihood of success for this one, so maybe due to our economic powerhouse region of Erebor, we can even demand a concession or something. Let's think. We can go under payments. I do like the diplomacy system overall in this game. I appreciate it, that you don't have to just cart diplomats around all over the place in the shape of agents. I do kind of like the agent system in Medieval 2 a lot, but I appreciate the ability to just send out diplomats whatever, wherever. Like, the idea is we have dignitaries in all courts, basically. Which is actually how things would have worked most of the time. No! The wealth of the Eldar lies not in mithril or jewels, but in the preservation of beauty. Take not coin, but instead with wisdom you find within these glades if you seek it. For that is freely given. Ooh, well, okay. Okay, let's just ask for trade then. Okay, okay, he likes that a bit more, so the poem turns a bit brighter here. Amidst the darkened forest, your proposition is a sunlit glade, and gladly we would join and accept it. Okay, good. Then good with that, and I think we're good. Then there is Dale, with whom we will also want to talk. Nah, we already have a pact of non-aggression, so maybe that's as good as we need to be at the moment. We don't have to go up into a full-fledged military alliance. Okay, so they offer a bit of payment if we attack the Rurim. And I believe those are the ones that are down here. Because there are different runic factions. There are the Feredrim over here on the north end of the Runic Sea. And then on the southern end we have the Rurim, I believe. And those are the main antagonists of Dale for most of the campaign. We'll hold to our word, see that you do the same. Nice and matter of fact he is. Okay. I'm kind of thinking that I want to see Dine in action. This guy has Baruch Guard, which may be the standard general, I'm not sure. But in this game there is not just one standard general, there can be several, which is worth noting. Sons of the Mountain, King Dine Ironfoot. Very heavy shock infantry, tier 4. Okay, so can we reach him? Yes, we can. Okay, what we're going to do is start by going over here. Right, we can still reach them, just about. Then we're going to merge up. We can't exchange commanders, we can't put multiple generals in an army, which is probably for the best.
I'll lead the way. Get ready for
And
war.
we'll bring our dear Gloin, Warden of Erebor,
Forward.
back to the place of the same name.
They can't hide from a dwarf.
And we're going to grab Dine,
They will fear me soon enough.
and we're going to smack the goblins on the head
Come here.
until they cry. At least we're going to make sure that they don't just hang around in any given area and make it sad. Okay, let's recruit some units just for the sake of it. So, I think some axe throwers could be nice. We just got to be careful that our predicted income doesn't go too low. Oh. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, so we have the miners, the light shock infantry, good melee attack, and the Dwarven company that have poor armor, but they're apparently very talented at defense, if nothing else. They have a shield. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy going with axe throwers and bows. Never underestimate a good bow. Okay. End the first turn, I suppose. Unless we have something more that we need to do. Oh yeah, we do. Assign provincial governor. Also new to me. In many ways. So we have Thorin Stonehelm III. We have Dwalin. I want to look at the character details for these guys. So governor. I guess we want a good governor if we're going to assign a governor, you know. Seems reasonable. So, Dory. How about you? 3 governance. That's the highest governance score that we've seen so far. Yeah, Dory, he's got okay authority. I'm gonna put him in. Gonna be so happy. You may still issue an edict. Okay. We're going to issue an edict. So, Savar Angren, 100% Dwarven. Very nice. So, the edicts basically set a direction. What is our policy focus for the immediate future? We can go for agriculture. We can go for taxes. Control, influence, not as important here. We might need some recruitment at one point if we're going to deal with Havburg. I don't think we're at war with them or anything. Yeah, indeed. We are not at war with the Feredrim. So I'm happy about that. Chuffed to see it. Chuffed to see it. Owner desolate. So I guess that's nobody. Okay. So our only actual enemies at the moment are Gundabad, but this may soon change. Let's end the turn and find out. Ooh, the goblins are going at it. They're going for Minas Gnumir. We could establish a new commander. We've got Thorin Stonehelm the Third. Seems like a crafty type. We also have Gimli. Guess we have a decent amount of money. So we could spend a little bit. But I'm sort of curious about good old Thorin Stonehelm. Got a good name. So let's raise him an army. You can get Baruch Guard or get the Iron Guard for free. I think I'm happy to let him get the Iron Guard for free. Sort of a spear unit if I remember. Yeah, very heavy spear infantry. Excellent against cavalry and beasts. Excellent melee defense. And you know, it's good to be good against cavalry and beasts because those are the most... those are the kind of shock troops that would usually do in a general at pretty short notice. Having a bodyguard that's good at handling that would be good. I'm gonna recruit him.
This dwarf is ready.
Oh yeah, this dwarf is ready. Let's get some ranged travelers and some dwarven company.
My axe grows restless.
Misty Mountain Hoppers. Sounds like a barbershop quartet or something. The Misty Mountain Hoppers. We saw a dwarf. We gotta thwart him. He's coming around. He's sitting in Erebor, counting his money, money, and so on and so forth. Dream and Herim are at war. Completed the workshop. Very good time as well. So what else might we want? We might want ourselves a supply station sounds nice for replenishing armies. I've heard that the supply wagon is not yet functional, so that might be patched later on. But we should still expect that this campaign is effectively without that particular unit. So let's get ourselves a city center. I guess that might be one. Or we could also go for a gem deposit. 300 for mining, that's really good. So we're gonna do that. Yeah. Get all the gems and mine them with glee. Diamonds are forever. That's what a gal told me. It has come to pass that we are being attacked. And since we don't have walls, it seems, we need to defend ourselves with what we have, and that is not a lot. We have 9 sitting around, we have... Yeah, we may have some dwarven miners, some companies, some ranged travelers. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. I don't think we're completely buggered. But it depends on how good the goblins are and how good the stalkers are. But I think it's good that we recruited Thorin when we did. Here we are, on a hill, and oh my lord. Our reinforcements are arriving.
We are out. Our reinforcements have arrived.
In the very place where we don't want them. Oh well. I would really like to face them from the hill. I don't know if there's the same type of terrain bonuses that you would get in Medieval 2. So if anybody knows, let me know. We're being attacked in the rain, so they're counting on melee more so than archers. But I guess that's all what you would expect. We're gonna essentially run into the corner, and we're gonna fight like the cornered little dwarves that we are. Hello, my dear enemy. Goblin mercenaries. Tunnel slaves. Okay. It doesn't seem to me that these have great stats overall, so maybe we shouldn't be too worried. See, how big is your range? It can go to there, so. Where do we have our general? You know, he's coming in from behind the enemy, and I'm gonna take full advantage of that. Although this spear unit is a little frightening, I would dare to guess that ours is equally frightening.
Get ready, dwarves.
We have some stalkers over there. Let's see. Good melee attack. Okay.
How about some fighting?
Stalkers, yeah, I feel like those should be the kind of troops we'd want to deal damage to. The Dwarven Company are doing pretty well despite being outnumbered. Here, oh, we've just been charged. Okay, shoot those stalkers then. In fact, why don't we get our quick little dwarves over there? With the aid of our missile troops, it does seem like we are giving them a hell of a time. Thorin? Are you getting anywhere at all? I mean, you are running majestically tight, formation-wise. So, I'm very happy to see that. And gosh. Oh no. I can't have that. Yeah, we've lost half of our troops over here. That's not good. All of our melee troops are dead. Or fleeing. Yeah. Starting with a split up army. Not great. But I wonder why we weren't attacked in a town. Maybe there's a garrison mechanic or something that I need to get on top of. It does feel like it should be the case. Maybe I can withdraw. I don't know. It's probably a good idea now to think about it. Because not even Thurin can beat away all these enemies, especially not when he's winded on top of everything else. These guys are fresh and running. They cover ground pretty quick.
Keep those spears ready.
Well, let's put ourselves in a bit of a shield wall.
Our general is being attacked. Keep him alive.
Yes, indeed. He is being attacked. Yeah, I must admit, I don't like this situation overall. Ah, okay. They just... Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Ow! Yeah, we're basically... we're buggered. We're buggered. We can't do anything but withdraw. But where do they withdraw to? Through the enemy lines. Ah, great. A Total War classic. You click withdraw and the game just goes, oh right, yeah, you wanted your men to flee through the enemy. That's so good. I want to support you wholeheartedly, it seems to say. But we can't outrun them, we can't do anything, so we're about to lose it. Yeah. End battle. Okay, well, we got ended pretty decisively there. And I'm not too ashamed to admit it. I'm still very much feeling out what you're able to do in this game engine because it is new territory for me. I don't know all the little nooks and crannies of how troops should move optimally in battle and all these things. It's gonna come to me eventually, but for now I'm gonna be feeling my way through a lot of this. Okay, so is Thorin still alive?
We can't hold them.
Yes. And these guys just yeah, sacked. They sacked our town. Okay. Value of plunder 1612. Leaving desolation in their way. Okay. So now I suppose we'll have to repair a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah. Repair cost, repair cost, repair cost. Yeah. It's gonna cost us even more than I thought. And we need to repair that one too.
My axe grows restless.
Okay.
This dwarf is ready.
So this army is in the money, but maybe, just maybe, if we defeat them,
I'll show him my axe.
then we can actually get our money back? I don't know. Let's see, let's see. I don't know all the mechanics of this, so only time will tell. We're definitely gonna fight it ourselves. Weather conditions. Okay, we can choose weather conditions as the attacking force. I guess this feels very favorable to us. So we have Erebor crossbows, which seems very good. Sorry, we can't right click things because we have the stats already on the screen, so that's fine. 25 weapon damage. 25 weapon damage for each of them. So the main determiner between two is sort of speed that changes, and then the melee stats, like, and defense stats and stuff like that. Okay, well, we're gonna put those two in a team, and since we can also team block a single troop, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna keep our heavies together and take our lighter troops and keep them together. So we have our dwarven warriors sort of in a group like this. And team 3 gonna be heading out on the flank, and the axe warriors will be out on the other flank. Okay, let's see how this goes.
When I was a lad, I dreamed of leading men such as you, the greatest warriors of our tribe. Now I shall show you the way. Listen to my commands, and we shall be triumphant. To battle!
Well, thank you, Dine. Let's just walk everybody out. They don't seem to be walking in a way that's commensurate with what I wanted them to do. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so the enemy's probably hiding somewhere in the trees. We'll just have to walk forward and see what they do. Something that I appreciate about the trees in this mod, at least so far, is that they're not too thick on the crowns of the trees. You can actually sort of see through them, and it's also aided by the slightly altered perspective.
How about some fighting?
So, yeah. Dum da da dum dum da da. Where is the enemy now? Why are they hiding from me? I do sort of like the aspect of the enemies just hiding from you because you're too powerful for them, and so they just go, no, no, you have to find us. I mean, that's basically what they would do, right? Trying to catch you off guard.
Dwarves!
There's a lot of little neat detail. I must say, it's kind of nice to have some more detailed graphics. Well, there's just so much there's only so much you can do with the Medieval 2 engine. But where is the enemy? That's the real question. I don't see him anywhere. Logically, they would be somewhere around here, but we just don't know. Where have they gone, and why aren't they talking to us? Maybe they're somewhere down here. Just in classic Medieval 2 style, they said, oh, we're afraid, we're gonna hide in the corner. They do that sometimes. We have spotted them!
The enemy draws near!
Now we're gonna set up properly. It's a bit more difficult to maneuver your troops in this game. It seems to me like, I mean, maybe it's just me not quite having a handle on it at the moment. Very possible. I'm looking forward to seeing how the crossbow mechanics work. Whether they're like Medieval 2 or whether they're different. I mean, this is going to be a test for that. So we're going to put some troops in front of them and see if we can, like, but on a slope, and see if we can still shoot over their heads. I would love for that to be the case. So I think we should try to hit Lagdush, but we need to get a bit further down for that to work. You guys are very far away. Alright. See, how do we do? Still too far away. Here they come. I'm gonna shoot the heavies first. See what that can do. Tunnel Slavs. Or slaves. Tunnel slaves. Okay. Smash.
Get ready, dwarves!
Smash the stalkers.
Our general is under attack!
It'll be okay, it'll be okay. Let's go do some nasty business on their troops. How do you toggle to get these guys to throw their axes, I wonder? Not sure.
Get ready, dwarves!
Okay, so how's this going? They're on a hill. They're targeting. The warlord is coming closer. Do we manage to shoot him properly? Nope. Okay, maybe we should just shoot these guys.
How about some fighting? Dwarves!
Yeah, okay, we're beating them very badly here. Which I'm so sorry we didn't manage to do just before. But fortunately we didn't lose a settlement entirely. That's good.
Get ready, dwarves!
We are losing some dwarves though.
Line it up!
Unavoidably, you might say.
The enemy have rallied their units! Dwarves!
Okay. We need to do more to support our warriors over here. Or Dwarven Company. But it seems that we'll be able to before too long, because we've got a lot of troops who are suddenly free to fight new people. It's not like they're gonna run the enemy down all over the place. Can we get these guys to... Okay, you can go into shield wall. Interesting. Ah! Okay, nice.
Get ready, dwarves!
Yeah, we're getting them now. There's still some troops left over there, but they're running toward the border. They'll be gone soon. Oh, I see a routing general. Everybody, drop everything you have.
The enemy praise the gods! Your victory is moments away!
Praise the gods. Okay. Well, I suppose in a sense.
Let's get in
Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want to potentially hurt my own troops. I don't know if friendly fire is as much of a thing in Medieval 2 as it is in Medieval 2, but In Medieval 2, that can absolutely wreck your day.
Ready, dwarves.
Who's this? Is this, it doesn't seem to be the general, but we do seem to be able to catch him. Nom nom nom. There he goes. And then we have some Slavs. Or slaves, sorry. Slaves. But they are cunning, those guys. Yeah, we're over it. We have won decisively. A great victory. The enemy are dead or running for their lives. Okie dokie. We're back in business, and so we can loot the battlefield, we can reorganize and replenish some troops, or we can pursue the enemies and motivate our own men, give them a bit of a morale boost. I guess seeing as how we didn't lose that many, there's perhaps more to be gained by just pursuing them and getting rid of them.
Let's get moving. My axe grows restless.
Oh, hello. They're still there, though.
They can't hide from a dwarf.
Nope, they can't hide from a dwarf, indeed. Lagrad's still there. Perhaps. It's a fool's errand to challenge a brute horde of frenzied Gundabad orcs. Okay. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah. Okay, it seems that we have mostly rain, but we managed to get a dry day. That'll help our crossbows a lot.
Get ready, dwarves.
Those two are in one team, and then everybody else is in another. Oh no, now we have to find them again. That's going to be half the battle.
Go, lads. Now we make orphans
Oh well.
of God's children.
Okay, we see them now. We see them now.
Fools! Wiser men would flee before our numbers.
Guess we can set up over here, and then we might be able to reach them from there. Judging distance in this game is still a little new to me, as most things are. Good enough? No. Put it forward then. There we go. Time to shoot. Crossbows go boom boom.
Beware, the day is yours.
Beware, the day is yours. Interesting. Okay, we can end the battle. That was a quick one. Alright. That did him in. And this time, you know, we can replenish 1%. Does that mean that we regain 1% of the troops we lost? Or of the wounded, like the casualties total of the army as it currently stands? I'm gonna test it out with this one since it's a pretty low stakes thing. Let's see.
Is ready.
Yes, it seems that we will indeed gain some back. Okay. Though, maybe that's just being in our own territory as well. That seems to have an effect. However it all works. Thorin, you're gonna go back to Minas Gunir.
This dwarf is ready.
And can we put him... Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how to have a general in a town. Maybe a general can't be in a town in the same manner as in Medieval 2? Maybe I should just have seen some kind of guide to how to best play this game. Anyway, I guess they would incentivize us to be very active and aggressive with the forces that we have. That sort of seems to me what this game is doing. Which, considering that it's based off Attila and, you know, it's sort of, you know, Mongol hordes, raiding, pillaging, that's the kind of feel that they're going for. Makes a lot of sense. But still, I want a strong defensive battle at one point.
Mind your courage. Get ready for war.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. We can have our troops all meet up
They can't hide from a dwarf.
next turn. But we do get to have ourselves a little bit of a retinue upgrade here. So since Dine is basically our military genius of the day, maybe we should... I mean, we could go with a bodyguard, or we could go with the commander of the Iron Hills. Then again, I also like the expedition leader. Maybe we should start with that. And then Heralds of Dine. Heralds of Dine. We need to go with sort of a banner thing. So, Divine Banners of the Arkenstone. Experience for Axes, okay. Morale against Orcs, that would be pretty handy. Melee attack and defense, Wasteland or Steppe Terrain, okay. Silver Banner of the Iron Hills. Iron Guard and Iron Hill Crossbows will gain experience. Banners of the Forsaken, morale against the elves. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna go there. Campaign movement range, less fatigue for melee infantry. That could also be really nice. And Fiery Banners of Devastation, missile attack range increased for siege units. Ooh, I do want some siege units at one point. That's good. That would be wonderful. Fallen Men, Wildmen and Easterlings become our targets, basically. Okay. Okay. I am gonna go with campaign movement range and less fatigue range. I feel that that's a good one. A Dwarven Legion flying this banner marches to the glory of reclaiming lost Dwarven lands and mansions. Many doubted Erebor could be retaken from Smaug. Now, all look to retake what was lost, including Durin's greatest realm, Khazad-dûm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. A new turn arrives, and with it, an interesting event. Allies in need. Erebor. Miners, have located veins of gemstones. Dwarven jewelry adorned with precious gemstone settings would bring a good deal of profit. We will mine them. All that's left for you is to decide how to proceed. So, I wonder what the trade-off is here. I mean, when something goes dig greedily and deep, I mean, those are the words that basically scream Balrog in my face. And so I feel like I shouldn't be doing that. Even though Erebor and Balrog are not really found in the same sentence. But maybe there could be a dragon hiding somewhere in the game. Dig with haste. Okay. The quicker the mining, the quicker the profit. Dig with caution. Delve crafters and exact science cannot be rushed. I think I'm gonna go with the moderate one. Accuse me of being boring all you like, but I think I'm gonna go with increased pace of excavation, but not pressing our miners to their limits. We're gonna dig with haste.
My axe grows restless.
My ox grows restless.
This way.
Now, a key question might actually be which way around we can go. Should have looked into that. So, Dine's Halls is over there. And then, okay, we can also, if we want to go to the lovingly named Orthrilk. I know words. Well, then we can still go through the mountains over there. Which is nice. Which is nice. So.
Get ready for war.
We have quite a bit of profit, which is good to see. Our buildings are coming in, are doing us good. We might also be saving a little bit because of the dwarves that we no longer have in our army. But anyway. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
Mind your courage. Let's get going. My axe grows restless.
So now we have a bunch of dwarves. And we could send them in there. Though of course it's unclear exactly how many enemies we'll be facing. So maybe if we can recruit an agent, that would be... Oh, we can't. No candidates currently available. Agent recruitment requires the presence of a specific building chain. We don't have it. Okay. So what do we do then? Treasure Hoard of Thrall. 9,000 basically. Okay. Well, let's have a look at our focus. Focus group time. Armor factories. There's no greater honor than for a dwarf to be covered in steel. I think recruitment complex sounds like a good step, but what's this? Small party expeditions. Frozen wastes of Forelwith and the wilds of Ravanian surround our kingdom. Deploying scouting parties within our armies will provide us with the means to map and master these lands. Campaign line of sight plus 10%. Okay, and less attrition from weather and terrain. Nice. I think we're going to go with conscript training though. So we can get those military buildings. And in the meantime, we'll focus a bit of our attention on pursuing more profit. So yeah, recruitment complex will be built once we have the right tech. And for now we can do a precious metal worker. Sounds interesting. Recruitment cost 5% down for... Ooh, unlocked recruitment of Onager. You have my attention, game. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the toolsmith. Okay, over here.
They can't hide from a dwarf.
There's Ingunir. Oh, this is also something I have to get used to, right? You have multiple building screens on the same thing because you have a bit less detail to work with and how the buildings are set up and all this. You know, the game is a bit more focused on smashing enemy armies and a bit less on the complexity of city building. We're gonna scrape together some of that and we're gonna build what can we do? We can build some new stuff. In Sabarangren. How are we doing? Ooh, it seems to me that our control is declining. So we may want something that can counteract that. That could indeed be a monument. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. We're going to build a monument. It is further afield than the other settlements. Okay, baby. Ah. Dory has an unassigned follower. Now he is going to be... Maybe he should be one to get a crafter so that he can make buildings cheaper. And, yeah, that'll be good. Alright, then. Mission issued. Ooh. Well, this might be a good note to end on then. The pursuit of our first mission commencing. So, after abandoning Khazad-dûm, our people took refuge in the Grey Mountains and built a mansion there. All seemed well for Dain's halls, until Dain, along with his son Fror, were killed in front of its very gates by cold drakes. That was 400 years ago, however. By now, the cold drakes have all but perished, and the riches of the mountains are all but open to those who seek it. It would be wise, my king, to dispatch a force to reclaim Dain's halls and re-establish the lost mansion. Conquer the region of Dain's halls. Okay, so in 100 turns, seems reasonable enough. And we can get Ered Mithrin veterans and a sizable bonus to our treasury. Okay. Well, that seems like a lofty but loving goal, and I will pursue it immediately. With our brand spanking new army. That seems to be recovering a little bit by little bit. Let's stay in our territory for one more turn. I see orc marauders roaming the land, but it's not our land, so maybe we shouldn't care. Okay. Dain's halls over there. Like many other dwarven mansions in the Grey Mountains, Dain's halls is now infested with orcs and goblins, left to decay after the death of Dain the First and Fror to a cold drake. Been a long time since a dwarf has set foot in these halls. Okay, our control over the province is weakening. At the current rate, we are at risk of a hostile incursion in 27 turns. Okie dokie. Well, we'll have to take that one into account. Maybe building some burial chambers in Sabar Anglin would be good. We're just going to build up those cultural buildings, and as for Erebor, I think recruiting more troops might be a good idea. So let's get some more ranged travelers. And because I have a feeling that archers are good to have. The crossbows definitely seem to be performing well. So those... We'll see about the axe throwers though. I'm not quite sold on them yet. Dwarven Company seems to be doing well. And... I think I prefer the company to the miners so far, but it's very hard to say because we haven't really seen the miners in battle. So we're just going to get one of each for the time being.
My axe grows restless. They can't hide from a dwarf.
Yeah, staying in our territory for one more turn should allow our troops to recover. It's an interesting mechanic in this game. Turn number 6 then. No major news except for the fact that we've recruited some folks. And we've built a trader in Minas Nungunir. We have food, we have gold, let us bargain.
My axe grows restless.
There's not much we can do. We can upgrade the Dwarven commune. Maybe that's the way to go. We do have the money for it, so let's do it. Over here, we're still building the burial chambers, and over here we're still building the toolsmith. Then, the big thing. The dwarf was ready. He can make it almost all the way up to Dane's halls. Can we recruit some troops? Oh, we can recruit troops on the go? Ah. Ooh, an assumption broken. I can recruit troops on the go. I am sure many have been screaming at the screen already. And we need to spend our
They can't hide from a dwarf.
movement in order to do it, but you know, we get two things out of that. We keep on recovering some forces in our dwarven companies, and we get some new archers. And new archers, I mean, that is definitely going to be good. So, we're going to go with it. Another turn beckons, and so does a little army. Host of the Worms. Not too threatening, actually.
My axe grows restless.
That's not to say it won't be nasty for him to attack Erebor. I suppose it would be.
I'll show him my axe.
Dum 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 dum. To Dane's halls we go. Doesn't seem like there's too many troops nearby, though I have to assume that a place like this will be defended. It seems that cities have defenders
Stand proud.
based on how big they are and all that. Alright, but now we can get a recruitment complex, which is great. Anything else? We've encountered the Anduin Vale. That's definitely interesting. Go to diplomacy and see if we can get to know them. Attitude neutral, but deteriorating. Why would we deteriorate? Is it because we're inadvertently traveling through their lands? I think not. I think not. We should actually be traveling through the woodland territory at this point. Sylvan realms. And that might indeed be... Yeah, we've been trespassing against Dale as well. Ah, okay. Yeah, I see. I see. So, we've been trespassing on them and they don't like that. Incompatible influence as well. Yeah. Men and dwarves, I mean, for all our shared interests, we are not the same. Okay. Can we... offer them something? Maybe we can... do one of these? Nope, they don't want it. Just flat out rejection. The only thing that we might be able to do is... ooh, yes. Let's try to see if this onager is worth anything. Yeah, I mean, there's only one thing to do, is to try it out. And so, with the promise of onagers to reach us, maybe... okay, let's end with the siege of Dane's halls. Can we hire special units? Ooh, Dwarven refugees. Which seem to be... not terribly good troops, but...
They can't hide from a dwarf.
let's see what happens here.
Soon enough.
Okay, so there's a decent little army in there. Loonlag of Gundabad. Another Loonlag. Okay. We will need a battering ram. And... I mean... what won't we need? Let's just grab 2 of each and see what works. We'll continue the siege.
Come here.
And
The
that
will
should...
fear me. Soon enough.
that ought to do. Then we can siege them down. My experience tells me that if we can siege them past a critical point, then yeah, okay. After 4 turns, their garrison will really start losing strength. So maybe we'll be lucky with that. But I somehow doubt that they're going to just let us besiege their beloved home indefinitely. As for building stuff,
Stand proud.
I don't know. I'm sort of building a lot of stuff already. But if we are to build the Dwarven commune out east, then we're gonna need more gold. So that's gonna be that. But for now, I think I'm gonna leave you with this. There's not much more that can be done this particular turn. Dane's Halls is under siege, and that is how we're gonna leave it for now. The Erebor campaign has kicked off in style, and we'll see if we get kicked out or if they'll let us stay a while. But regardless of anything else, thank you for watching. Be kind to yourself, be good to those you love, and then I will see you soon.